Back in the early 90s, a study was done on 3 groups of dogs. One control group, one group was fitted with cotton underwear, and the other group was fitted with polyester underwear. After 24 months, a testicular biopsy was taken. There were no significant changes between the control and cotton group. However, in the polyester underwear group, there showed significant changes, decreases in sperm count and motility, as well as an increase in abnormalities, as well as degenerative forms of sperm. But it's not just the polyester. There have been multiple reports of more than the acceptable amount of endocrine disrupting chemicals found in modern clothing. PFAS, microplastics like phthalates, formaldehyde, and toxic heavy metals, just to name a few. On top of this, after obsessing and reading all of my clothing labels, I found out over 80% of my clothes are made of polyester and other synthetic material blends. So I got rid of them. Am I being crazy and overreacting? Or am I actually onto something? Well, that's exactly what I wanted to find out. So in this video, I dive into this topic further and also go on the quest to find the most natural clothing. Is there any left? Let's find out. But you gotta focus. To understand how to navigate our quest, I think it's important to take a brief look at the history of these clothing fibers. Prior to the 1900s, after animal skin, fur, leaves, and bark were used as clothing, textiles were commonly made from wool, linen, silk, and cotton. It wasn't until the mid-1930s when one of the first synthetic fibers, nylon, was introduced. Created out of petrochemicals by the company DuPont. Exceptionally strong, long-lasting, elastic, and easy to wash, nylon became one of the most popular fibers available for clothing. Now, polyester, also made from petroleum, also made around the 1930s, really didn't see the same demand until the 50s, but then becoming extremely popular in the 1970s. Versatile, durable, lightweight, and cheap to produce, polyester became one of the leading textiles amongst consumers and manufacturers alike. With that being said, more natural fibers like cotton also still remain very popular as well. However, as I was about to find out, most of my cotton-containing clothing was blended with a plethora of synthetic materials. Bro. To get to the bottom of what I was wearing, I started by dismantling my totally organized closet. And then I went through each and every piece of clothing, reading all of the tags to separate the clothing into various piles depending on what they were made of. When I was done, I was shocked. So finally, sorting through all of my clothes, this giant pile you see before you, all of my synthetics and synthetic blends. Now this subtle mound represents all of my 100% conventional cotton clothing. And then these 5 articles of clothing plus the shorts I have on right here represent all of my 100% organic cotton garments. Garments. Can I use that word? Does that mean clothes? And then beside me, I have one linen button-up shirt and a wool sock. This is literally all of the non-toxic clothing I have, and regular cotton being somewhat debatable. So I am going to be on the search for at least cotton, at least 100% cotton, because yeah, I'm done wearing synthetics around my gonads. Ambitious, slightly angry, and maybe a little bit fanatical, I was off to make a point, to find and then replace all of my synthetic clothing with clothing only made from natural materials. But little did I know just how difficult and expensive this was going to be. Pricey. After visiting multiple stores that sold clothes, I mainly only found t-shirts and pajama wear that labeled it was made with 100% natural materials. Every time I came across some underwear or pants that looked like it was promising to be 100% cotton or other natural materials, it was often laced with some kind of synthetic. I believe it's for the breathability and flexibility that consumers demand. But me being the crazy that I am, I wanted the 100%, especially natural underwear. So I furthered my exploration with some online shopping, and I found something. So I just dropped $273 on 6 items of clothing, all 100% organic cotton and or hemp from this store called Rawganic. So literally right on the front of their website, crafted in the USA and Europe. No dioxin, no formaldehyde, no PFAS, PFOA, and other toxic chemicals. They're just doing the organic cotton and like hemp blends basically. It's pretty basic stuff. I tried my best. We'll see how it fits when it gets here. We're all gonna make it, bros. We're all gonna make it. All right. And then it dawned on me. What if I was really overreacting? Jumping on my own bandwagon, throwing away my good clothes, and spending all of this money on supposedly natural garments? I even came across this one study that showed that polyester monomers lack the ability to bind and activate both androgenic and estrogenic receptors, drawing the idea that wearing polyester potentially might not be endocrine disrupting after all. And then the study I referenced in the beginning of this video. It was done on dogs, and only dogs, right? Well, not so fast. Around the same time, a human study was done. In the study, they had 14 men wear a polyester sling around their stuff. After a mean of about 140 days, all of the men became azoospermic. Now, if there isn't something being leached into the body from the polyester material, what the heck is going on here? Well, the researchers were scratching their head too, and what they hypothesized in their conclusion was that the polyester fibers were creating this electrostatic potential that was affecting the intrascrotal region in a way that rendered these men basically naturally infertile. Now, once these polyester slings were removed, thankfully all of the men returned to normal. And it was concluded that this method of wearing this polyester sling could be a safe, reversible, and acceptable method for male contraceptive. Even if it is safe, reversible, effective, whatever, why haven't I heard about this before? Why did I have to go looking for this? I mean, what other effects could this be having? I mean, 70% of my sleepwear was polyester. I was wearing polyester pants to bed. When's my organic cotton getting here? When is it getting here? Now, remember that study I referenced a little earlier, concluding that polyester monomers lack the ability to bind to androgenic and estrogenic receptors? Well, that was done in vitro, and only for some polyester monomers. What about all of these other synthetic materials? And then what about all of the chemicals they use to make these synthetic materials? Could there be residual amounts left in the clothing leaching into our bodies and environment causing unwanted effects? I mean, in that instance, many of these natural textiles are not immune either. My gosh, this rabbit hole just gets deeper and deeper. So going full diva hippie, I was realizing the only way I was going to be able to get what I deemed to be acceptable clothing was to find pieces only made from organic cotton or other certified non-toxic textiles. Yes, there are actually organizations out there that set standards for certifying whether or not clothing or other textiles contain harmful toxins or not. For instance, this 100% cotton pair of pajamas I got from Kohl's is OEKO-TEX Standard 100 certified, apparently tested for harmful substances. You can go www.oeko-tex.com/standard100 for more information. Well, that's just great. That's just great. But like literally all of my other clothing does not have that. Nor did I ever even know about that. I guess it just wasn't that important for us to know about, was it? So after weeks of shopping high and low in stores and online to find the most pure clothing possible, this is what I got. Or I should say, this is all I got. Whoa. Nice full job, bro.
Oh, I've finally done it. My entire wardrobe made from organic. Oh, so luscious. So pure.
So all jokes aside, I think this brings up a very important point. What about all the other synthetic materials and potential chemicals emitting from this and that are surrounding you on a daily basis? Why am I just singling out clothes? What about all those? My opinion for the time being is if I were to stress out about all the synthetic materials, all the chemicals leaching from this and that and the other thing, that stress would be worse for my health than just being oblivious. However, with clothes, if you're wearing them, they are in contact with the largest organ of your body, your skin, for basically all the time. So the absolute Karen diva hippie that I have become suggests I surround this largest organ of my body with only natural materials, or as close to natural materials as possible. And the cream of the crop right now seems to be organic cotton. But that leads me to a question I want to ask you guys. Do you think I'm just being absolutely idiotic and just like out of my mind and just like crazy? Because those studies that we looked at in the beginning and towards the middle were really looking at underwear specifically. So is underwear the best place to start, or should I just only do underwear? Should I just forget about everything else and just go back to my synthetic wear if it's comfortable? But that also leads me to another point. To make some materials more breathable, a huge theme that's been going on since like, I want to say like 2014, 15, is putting elastane into products or into the bottoms, tops, jackets, jeans, etc., to make them a little bit more stretchy and breathable. Now I have seen some natural material companies, organic companies, put this elastane in their bottoms to create more of a flex. To me, that becomes not 100% natural anymore because I'm just being fanatical, but is that even a bad thing? Does that even have any effect whatsoever? Am I just being over the top? Well, you let a little bit slip in there, you know what I'm saying? But that is because if you're trying to do 100% cotton bottoms, like I did find some 100% cotton joggers, they don't stretch the best. They're just not as breathable or as flexible as the synthetics and the blends of materials. And what about semi-synthetic materials? Are materials pretty much derived closely from natural products like rayon from bamboo or from like cellulose, and then modal from like I think like a birch tree. What I've come across the problem with these like semi-synthetic materials is they're so highly processed that they could have residual potential chemicals on there. Does it actually have potential residual chemicals on there? And then what if you wash something many times? Is it still in there after you wash it? I read that it might be, I don't know. In my opinion right now, based on everything I've seen, 100% organic cotton grown and sewn and naturally dyed in the USA is the cream of the crop, literally. Leading me to another question, what about the dyes on some organic cotton items, like all of these dips I bought? It says 100% organic cotton, but what about the dyes? Is that natural dyes they use? It doesn't look like it, I'll tell you that. It doesn't look like it at all. And then you gotta beg the question, are these natural dyes even okay? Because some natural stuff is toxic. You could wear some natural items. I mean, I could wear poison ivy on my stuff and have a bad day. It's just like round and around and around we go. But you know what? I think what it comes down to at the end of the day is this feeling I'm getting in my gut. And this is just all my opinion, my soul telling me, bro, Lucas, you need to focus. You can't avoid everything and you can't stress about avoiding everything, but you can do your best. And when you surround the largest organ in your body with what you truly believe is the best material out there to the best of your ability. That synergistic effect is gonna have a synergistic health benefit, mind and body, and potentially avoid you from wearing something around your lower half like polyester that could potentially be affecting, you know what? That is where I'm at right now. Let me know if you think I'm nuts. So in my opinion, for me, I believe the best idea is to start off with the essentials, and that is never allowing myself to wear fully covering polyester underwear or sleepwear ever again. I'm done. Now regarding the underwear, the biggest issue I've had is finding organic cotton underwear that actually fits good. The best, most purest pair that I found so far are these ones by Rawganic right here. Pretty much entirely organic cotton from the bottom all the way up to the waistband. And now I think the waistband is some kind of rubber band, but it is wrapped, surrounded by organic cotton. I don't know if it's natural rubber. That would be ideal if possible, maybe. I don't know the implications of natural rubber. The only issue with these and some other organic underwear I've tried, they just don't seem to fit the best. Like these are extra large and they're loose around the waist, but they're tight up underneath. And honestly, I feel like that discomfort might be more hindering than it is helpful. But probably be better off just not wearing any underwear. But a side quest problem with these organic shorts that I basically am wearing all the time now because I don't have any other shorts. Well, in the middle section here, there's an area for some wardrobe malfunction, if you know what I mean. So I kind of want to wear organic underwear underneath these, especially when I'm going out in public. But like I said, these aren't the most comfortable. However, I did find something that I'm allowing myself to compromise on because the fit is absolutely incredible. These 100% cotton below the waistband only underwear by Calvin Klein. Now it's only regular cotton, it isn't organic, so who knows how heavily treated, bleached, etc, if there's any residual residue, whatnot. But man, these fit so well, and you see how they wove this cotton right here. It's like kind of has some stretch in around the legs, and I wish they would have done the same thing to the waistband. If they would have just did this up here, it could have been 100% cotton. Because while the body is 100% cotton, the waistband is 44% cotton, 34% polyester, 11% elastane, 11% nylon. But it is just the waistband, so it's above the region, the sensitive region. So I'm deeming this acceptable for now until I could find something that fits as good as these, but ideally, hopefully, is made of 100% organic cotton. If those two criteria would have been met, these would have been the unicorn of underwear right here. Maybe I should get on that. Maybe I should try to find a manufacturer somewhere that would do 100% organic cotton made in USA underwear pretty much similar to those, maybe a few little adjustments here or there. Oh. So that's where I'm at now, guys. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my absolute best, but I just want to let you know, for full disclosure, I did not get rid of all of my synthetics. I did keep a few of my favorites. Two reasons: because before I got into this topic, I just recently bought those new athletic wear items that were kind of pricey, but also literally all of my pants and shorts that are now organic cotton are just so basic. Like all they have are these basic pockets, just kind of meh, more sleepwear than athletic wear. However, I've been literally wearing these to the gym 99% of the time now. Hopefully in the future I can find replacements for my synthetics that are more detailed, more cool, better for athletic wear, but fully organic cotton. That would be the idea. Now when I say got rid of, I actually don't mean I didn't throw them away immediately. That's actually another question I have for you guys. Ethically, what do you think I should do? Should I just toss them in the landfill, be like, good riddance, see you later? Or should I recycle them? Or should I give them away? But it's like, if I'm giving them away to somebody who doesn't know what I know, and I'm like, well, you can have them. Is that ethical? Even though it's probably not a big deal at all. But it's like the average person deserves at least the freedom to understand what I know here before they make a decision whether or not they want to take my clothes or not that I'm getting rid of. Yeah, with that being said, I'm still on the quest looking for more athletic like apparel. I don't know about the whole elastane thing. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this video? What do you think of this topic? Am I absolutely out of my mind? You can feel free to let me know your opinion. Maybe I'll start my own clothing company, but that's gonna be a whole nother venture. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. I have more videos coming out. Hope you all have a great day. Peace. I'll see you all in the next video.